Earlier this year, the Supreme Court upheld the Indian Child Welfare Act, and Friday night at the Jocelyn Castle here in the Metro, the local Native American community celebrated. Specifically, the Nebraska Indian Child Welfare Commission, which works to ensure Indigenous families are protected. Many of the Metro's most celebrated artists, including Steve Tamnao, donated works for the silent auction, supporting their vision that all Native American children in Nebraska are raised by loving Indian families, surrounded by the people, culture, and the heritage they know best.
A lot of what we do is advocacy, education, and training, and bringing people together, making connections, making sure that families have the resources that they need.
Authentic Native cuisine was catered by the Chepka Kitchen and live entertainment provided by the Bluebird Cultural Initiative. The group will host film screenings later this month and lights walks in December.